everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This episode is titled Lost Song. Jack is forced to revisit a rough patch in his marriage when he finds an unfinished song by Lindy in her old guitar case. And it says rough patch in his marriage. So I wonder if there was, a point where he and Lindy almost broke up. I'm kind of wondering if this might be some sort of inspiration for Tiny. Like maybe they will get back together after seeing Jack talk about him and Lindy. In the last episode, of course, Tim was thinking of selling Lightning Dexter, but ended up not. So Dexter gets to stay at the ranch. Amy's very attached to Dexter, just as she is with Spartan. Ty had put in a bid for him, so even though they're still broken up, he obviously still cares about her. And as we know, they end up together anyways. But it is, like I said, it is hard, it is frustrating, because even though I know they end up together, it's still frustrating watching them go through this. Especially because, as I've said before, these people need to use their words. They need to talk to each other. We need to not have this miscommunication that they always have. And they're great at it. They're great at the miscommunication. So, they need to just stop thinking, sit down, and shut up. That's how I look at that. So let's get started.
Careful. Okay. Watch the door there. Now, Caleb, lower on the left side there.
Who's what?
Okay, watch the door before you grab and attach the wood. Now, those are going to twist it a little bit, a little more.
Move, please. This whole exercise is crazy. I don't know why I let myself get talked into it.
Val seems okay right now. I think she was more upset about them. Perfect.
Okay.
Mary's an only child, I'm guessing.
Well, it isn't Dexter. The racehorse doesn't race.
Did you just give it a rest now?
Just shouldn't jump. I let it go.
Yeah, let it go.
I totally let it go. It's all water under the bridge.
If it makes your daughter happy, it should make you happy.
Get it done right. You just want to pour it all.
Caleb's so young.
Hey, Grumpy.
Oh, Lindy's guitar case.
Grandma Lindy's guitar case.
Okay, just press. Press.
Nice.
Press.
Yes, apparently noticing it's flying.
His real catch is my catch.
Oh, man. A fire pit? That's right. It's awesome. I've always wanted a fire pit. Hey, baby.
I think the fire pit's a cool idea.
Please.
I like that Ashley's trying to get them back together.
Take time to help me now.
Real life.
Marion would want that.
You're exactly the same,
There's two bracelets, and of course, that's all she wrote for this one.
No matter how much I love Jack, he definitely is stubborn. And as I said about change. And I like that Lou made the point about the truck, He now loves his new truck. And, he accepted stuff for the Dude Ranch. And, the nursery, it's like, yeah, it might hurt him to see Marion's stuff, but at the same time, it's like, I get it, she's your daughter, but at some point, you do have to move on. She had that room there, but you have to move on. I mean, he was okay using it as a guest room, letting Mallory kind of decorate it when she stayed there for that summer. But maybe it was because he still knew it was temporary. Because, the nursery would be nursery for probably what, like a year or so, and then after that, it would probably change into the child's room. So it's being, like Lou said, it's being given new life, which is not a bad thing. And you know what? I bet if they have a daughter, they name her Marion. Jack would probably like that. But, you know, I'm just thinking that it's okay. You know, it doesn't erase Marion. And plus, you know, if you keep it a shrine, like she was saying, you know, wants to kind of keep places in the museum, and it's like, and what good does that do when you do that? You know, you're letting the past continue to dominate you and to dominate your life, and that can hurt you. You know, if nothing else, it might drop resentment, because if he did keep that as Marion's room, and Lou and Peter needed it, and he had said no, and they had to figure something else out, it might put some resentment later. Lou might resent him later for not doing it. You never know.
And thank you.
I'm not gonna say anything to him.
You're the best buddy, or not. Look, you ready?
Oh, that's good. Them drinking together at the same time.
Well, look,
Maybe you'll be back together by then.
Just want you to know they're here. Well, let's hang out, do stuff. Maybe you see.
Since Chase would come to the wedding.
And
She was happy though to see that the story checked out, but Amy said the same story Chase said.
So update. What's happening with my trophy?
A bridesmaid? Yeah. With Val running the show? Yeah, and Ty is the best man. Good.
Come on. In the end.
Now you want that 2,500 that Ty gave you? Or 5,000, however much it was?
Where?
I knew they wouldn't be able to get it on without someone coming in. Although I thought it was in Val, but
Where are you off to?
asked himself, that's.
curious to know.
Of course.
What's the lesson?
Jack obviously is remembering, you know, he was kind of telling the kids a little bit about just after Marion was born, him and Lindy. So I'm guessing we're going to have a little bit more of what happened, you know, because the description for the episode mentioned about them going through a rough patch. So obviously it had something to do with how he was acting. Jack, I think, has always been stubborn. It's not just like an old age thing. You know, he's always been stubborn and you know, that while it works out at times, sometimes it can bite in the ass. You know, and Lord knows what would have happened if Lindy had left him. But Jack does need to let some things go. It's okay to still want to hold on to some things and keep some memories, but there are times when you do have to let things go. Like when he let the truck go, you know. I know he didn't want to because it was a link to Lindy. But at the same time, it's like the truck didn't run anymore. And although Lindy was your wife and you'll always love her, you have kind of moved on anyways by dating Lisa. So, and Lindy would be okay with that. So it's kind of like you have to make a decision. Is it worth keeping the ghosts around? Or do you put the ghosts to rest and move on?
Listen up, brother. All right.
Oh, God.
It's a future wedding bliss. Wedding bliss. 8-2. Wow. So,
A walk home?
Amy. I don't want to talk about it. We're gonna have fun, right? Is this you telling me to move out?
Pretty much.
You telling me as a friend. As a friend. As a friend.
If you wanted me to move out, why didn't you just say so?
You did. I like that when push came to shove, Ty was right there to defend his buddy.
It's just part of the show.
Pretty much, right?
You're a machine.
And now they're buddies again.
Totally cleaned up. We're direct.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Boilermaker, here we go.
I do not get the Boilermaker. See, now Caleb and Ty are acting like friends
That's
again.
how we do it. I am. Caleb, boy, you got something to see? Check it out.
But does it have the year on there?
Come on.
So it has the year on there.
Sometimes. Actually, 98% of the time. But
I
despite
like-
Caleb's
She's
crazy
got
business,
liquor. Amy has the milkshake.
That's all around. Let's take a look at
Are we ever gonna find out what happened to Mindy? If they ever explain, like if they explained anything how she died in the previous seasons, then I wasn't sure if maybe he had awakened and seen her, or if he was dreaming. Well, you were the one who kind of pushed Ty away.
Oh, hey, did I tell you that Ty here, this guy's gonna be my best man. You're full of bull.
What I was saying.
He's older than you are.
And he's calling. Get your phone, Ty.
Get here now.
Yeah, I was thinking like, I like that Ty was there, of course, like defending Caleb and helping Caleb out. You'll notice his phone was on the floor when Amy called, so I don't know if he managed to grab it before he left or what, but I'm like, at least Amy was finally doing something, was finally calling, you know. And this whole thing with Jack, with Lindy, yeah, you know. I mean, like I said, I don't think they've said how Lindy died, so if they have the past, like in the previous 3 seasons and I missed it, let me know down in the comments. If it's something that's coming later, we'll wait a little bit. I might ask you later, let me know in the comments. But I assume it's something like cancer. But it just makes me wonder, like, how long has she been gone? Because obviously by the first episode, we just had Jack and no Lindy. And I think Lindy had been gone for a while. That's, you know, pretty much the impression that they, of course, had moved on and she'd been gone for a while. So yeah, I'm guessing it's cancer. But it just seems kind of young. But I don't recall them mentioning anything about her dying, you know, in the previous 3 seasons. But again, it's something I can miss. I mean, with these shows, there's so much that you have to absorb that, granted, some things are gonna not make it through. Let's keep going.
Leave this. That was humiliating. You are not worth the grounds you walk on.
Wow.
No.
No, it's not.
the name. I can't believe you ripped off the nameplate.
Trying to think. What's happening?
If we're gonna do something, we can't just sit here.
Oh, shit. Caleb really has become a good husband. Yeah, nice. There you go. Oh. Cute dress. Looking for mom? There she is. Good.
How are you?
now Caleb has a ring. I wondered why he didn't have a ring before, but maybe it wouldn't have worked being in the rodeo.
Pronounce you man and wife.
Husband and wife.
This time.
Yeah, Mallory's there. And Val was actually smiling. They need to come back. They need to talk to them and bring them back.
It's really disappointing.
If that ain't sex, it feels like a lifetime.
He's got one.
Anyway, marriage is like riding a boat. Twists and turns, you gotta face it.
Val was looking over us. I think she has finally accepted Caleb. Now that he is officially her son-in-law, I think she is accepting it. Got pretty voice. Lisa's crying. Lisa, stick around. Alright, guys. Get over your shit and get together. I'm sorry. I love you. Let's get back together. So I didn't like the ending of that because I was hoping it would have meant that they got back together. Now, the next episode is interesting. It says Ty has some tough decisions to make when Jack leaves him literally at a crossroads, which makes you wonder what's going to happen that Jack would do that. So it's like, you know, he'll come back, and maybe Jack does that on purpose. I'm tempted to watch it now, but, you know, I'm trying to do my limit of 3 episodes per day for the film, and I reached that. But, you know, Lisa was sad and crying because I think she felt that his heart was always going to belong to Lindy. And it's like, yeah, a part of his heart will always belong to Lindy. But, you know, in that sense, Jack has moved on. And I mentioned that, you know, he accepted the new truck as a way of moving on. He's accepting the room becoming the nursery as a way of moving on. So he does move on. It just takes him a while. And yeah, he does still love Lindy. He always will. A part of him always will. But he is, of course, moving on. You know, and I like how he said that to Lisa. You know, I love you all the time. And I will get there. Which makes me wonder if he actually will. But at least he mentioned that to Lisa. And Lisa accepted it. At least as of now. She didn't seem too happy about it. You know, the problem is you can't compete with a ghost. And when Lindy is basically the love of his life, then yeah, you know, she probably in a way does feel, at least times like that she is competing, even if it's not totally the case, you know. Because it's like, yeah, you can't compete with the ghost. Because the ghost is always there. But depending on the person, you shouldn't have to compete. You know? So hopefully those two will be okay. And I like that Val did show up, that she did end up kind of accepting Caleb. I think she is finally, because, you know, she commented to him about, you're no longer my son-in-law. but I think she is accepting him as her son, which means she is gonna have to listen to him, especially because he has Ashley's best interest at heart. And you have seen that, Ashley mentioned that, and yeah, you have seen that. He makes, most of the decisions he makes involves both of them. And like how he was talking to her saying, I said I'd do what makes you happy, and I don't think you're happy. So it was nice that he is putting Ashley first. At least that's how it seems. And that's good. I think Caleb is going to be a good husband. So, thank you so much. I have a cat over here eating. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 12 of Heartland. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you liked, didn't like, if you like Ashley and Caleb together, if you like Jack and Lisa together. I'd love to be able to talk to some of you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe for more content. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the notification bell to be alerted of future reacts. If you are watching this on Rumble, please hit subscribe so that you will know when new videos post. I might be up on Buy Me a Coffee, so if you want to support this channel, you can head over to Buy Me a Coffee. That would greatly help me. If somehow you don't drink coffee and you want to support me on Patreon, the 4 levels should be listed on the screen. Any amount helps, even if it's $3 a month. I'd love to be able to get some patronage, because then I can do more with Patreon, Thinking about actually closing it since I don't have any support. And, it'd be nice to get some support so I can continue to do this. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. I post over there more if I have more people subscribing. I'll see you next time. Bye.